Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 9 of my trip down memory lane. In this series, I'm basically re-uploading videos that I've created in the past. These are some of my most favorite cards that I've created either in a festive Friday or any of the numerous holiday card series that I've done in the past. So you're going to hear me talk about whatever was happening at that time. So if I mention classes, supplies, etc., just disregard it. Today's card was probably one of my most favorite ones that I made using Stampin' Up! Products ever. And it's kind of for Michael because he loves to stamp set as much as I did. And I wish I could find it for him, but I can't. But we're making a shaker card. We're coloring a gingerbread house. Of course, we're doing non-traditional colors because hello, it's me. That's what I love to do. So in the description box down below, you will find links to the past holiday card series playlist along with Festive Friday. That was just where I made a holiday card every Friday for that 6 or 8 months. You're also going to find a link to my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in any kind of Christmas cards, etc., you can go pick those up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Every single video will have a giveaway attached. It is open internationally. So let's watch me make this fun gingerbread shaker card. TheJollyFatElf, welcome to day 4 of my 2019 holiday card series. This week we are focusing on shaker cards, and today I'm using this really cute stamp set from Stampin' Up! For a window shaker card. So I'm going to be doing some stamping and masking. So here I'm actually using the plastic packaging to line up where I want my Christmas trees, my little gingerbread trees. They're actually going to be in front of the gingerbread house. So one thing to note when you're stamping and masking, anything you want in front, you stamp first, and then you mask, and anything you want in the back, you stamp secondly. That way it is behind. So while I'm stamping this, I just wanted to let you know that Stampin' Up! Is having a buy 3 get 1 free promotion on some of our designer series paper. You can head over to thejollyfatelf.stampinup.net to learn more and to place your order. Make sure you use the September hostess code, which you can find over on my blog in the coordinating blog post and on the sidebar. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add a mask to the back of, to the gingerbread house. I played around with this card a lot. That's why you see the mask colored. Normally they're just white. Initially I was going to do like a night sky, but then I decided I wanted something really pretty and really pastel. So I thought, oh, I'll do a blue sky. And then I was sitting here going, no, that's still not, pastel enough for me. And the brush I'm using is actually a set of oval makeup brushes from Amazon. Please don't, you can pay whatever you want to for the most amazing brushes or whatever from Picket Fence, but you can literally find sets for like $13 on Amazon. They're just makeup brushes. That's it. So anyway, I decided to bring in some spun sugar to make my background, and I'm using my little mask I created for myself. I used the Hello Bluebird cloud die to do this. And I've used it now, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos, I guess, but yeah, it's still holding up strong. I love it. You could also do the same thing with like some thick acetate, or maybe even vellum, but this has held up pretty good. So I'm just going to add in some clouds, just a little cloudy background. Initially, I thought maybe I would cut out some clouds and do this, but I thought this is just quicker and faster. And I'm working on, I believe it's a tonic matte. Really love it. It sticks to your work surface. It doesn't move around like the Ranger's Craft Matte does. So yeah, and I'm just cleaning that up with a baby wipe. So here's a look at all the colors I'm going to be using. I'm just doing some really simple blends except for the house. I wanted it a pinky kind of coral color. I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo cardstock as my card base. So I wanted something that would pair really well with that. So I'm going to zoom you in here. So I'm doing, like I said, some really basic coloring. So anything that I want shadowed, I'm taking that darkest pink and going around, and then I'm just blending it out from darkest to lightest. And I'm doing a little bit at a time. This way it doesn't dry on me. And again, I can kind of just place where I want those shadow. So anything that would be hanging off the house, like these scrolls, I'm going to do it under the windows. I'm going to do it under the candy canes. Anything that would be on top of the actual house, that's where I'm going to put the darkest color. And then, like I said, I'm just going to blend it out. Isn't this color so pretty? Ah, I love it. Love, 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 love. So yeah, so I'm just going to keep doing this. But like I mentioned, there's a designer series paper sale. There's a hostess code. Thank you for everyone that joined my Stampin' Jamma party. I hope you had a good time. Like I mentioned, this week we're going to be doing some shaker cards. I'm really excited about that. My autofocus has never had an issue before, and it did right there. Sorry about that. So once I get all of the pink done, I'm going to move on to blue, or brown, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and color the little gingerbread man. And in hindsight, I wish I'd done a different color for his buttons or whatever, but I didn't even realize I'd colored them brown until he was already in the shaker. And I wasn't about to redo it. Thank you very much. Here I'm just using a archival ink pen to put his face back in. So here I brought in a couple of greens to do the wreath and to do the trees. I've only had a gingerbread house one time. I remember my aunt, I think she won it, and it had Christmas trees on it, but they had used like the waffle cones and just turned them upside down and decorated them. And I thought, that's so cute. I don't have the patience to do a real life Christmas tree. I remember when I taught second grade, I think when I did second grade, we used the milk cartons and some graham crackers and made little gingerbread houses, and they had so much fun. So much fun. So messy, but so much fun. So again, I'm just doing some really simple blending on all of these, just 2 colors. The only one I used 3 colors on was the house. And I like I said, I just really, really love how this card turned out. It's probably, what I may end up doing is coloring this again, and then we have a color scanner. Scan it and print it out and make these to send send out as our Christmas cards, because Rob even really loved it. So I have the Copic chart from the Copic website. I'm gonna have to make something bigger because your girl is getting blind in her old age. So I wanted to bring in a little bit of purple to kind of go with the spun sugar, but also again, I'm trying to keep this really nice and really pastel. So just adding in, I think I used V09 and V12 for this, and then brought in a little bit of V04, sorry about that. So after I have that, I'm just going to color the little candies. You can make this any color you want to do. You could do, traditional reds. You could use your blends. Your blend will work really well for this. If you're going to do your blend, you could use the Highland Heather. You could use Fleur de Flamingo or Calypso Coral. I think both of those would be really pretty. Light Bermuda Bay or Pool Party for the blue. For the green, Granny Apple Green would be really, really pretty. So you could absolutely most definitely use your Stampin' blends for this. And if I had mine, I would. So I'm hoping to place my order. I may have already placed it. I'm actually doing this voiceover on September 1st. So I'm waiting to place another order so I can get a few more products. But yeah. Thanks to everyone who purchased in my D-stash so I could do that. I appreciate it. So here I'm just deciding what color I want to do on the ground, and I decided just to stick with BG11, and then I'll use B000 in a minute for the whites. I know a lot of people like to do the shading on white with gray. I don't. I prefer to use a blue. You guys saw me do that last week in that Santa card. That Happy Holidays card where I, used blue instead of gray to shade. So I'm just going to go through and kind of clean up the white icing and add in this white gel pen. And then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the shaker point. Oh, I'm gonna decorate the trees first. So I just used the colors and I went ahead and colored in all the little balls on the tree. I didn't show you me coloring all of them because it took a hot minute. So this card from beginning to end took me about an hour and a half, only because I messed up a couple of times, like I do. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring in this piece of Highland Heather. That's gonna be for my shaker portion. So I wanted to make a frame to go around. So I'm using 2 of these dies from Pink and Maine. You could also use the ones from Stampin' Up! If you have them, but you just want to skip one in between the 2. And then here I'm just adhering a piece of window sheet for the actual window part. And then I'm gonna bring in the foam mounting strips from Stampin' Up! Initially I thought, oh, I don't wanna have to cut all of that, what's it called? Scotch adhesive down. So Stampin' Up! Has these adhesive strips, and these are actually cut in half because I sent some last year in a card kit. But all I'm doing, I'm just building a frame all the way around. So I'm gonna do a frame in the middle, and then I'm going around the outside as well. That way it adheres evenly to that background. So once you get all of these done, you can just peel off the backing. But first I'm gonna go ahead and add sequin. These are the snowflake sequins that are in the new holiday catalog. If you missed that, that went live last Thursday. So you are welcome to purchase from it. I will have all the supplies linked down below and over in the coordinating blog post. Like I said, that's where you can find the hostess code. If you're unfamiliar with the hostess code, when you purchase using it, I send out a little gift at the end of the month. If your order is going to be $150 or more, don't use the hostess code because you will get your own Stampin' Rewards. And let me tell you, this holiday catalog is so stinking cute, you may spend $150. So for me, it was easier to go to the paper rather than trying to put the paper on the back of the frame. I just thought it would be easier. But you can see here how it'll be even though it's not 100% even on the back. And I'm just adhering this to a piece of Fleur de Flamingo. Look at that, guys. Look at it, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp an inside card layer. I'm gonna use this Wishing You a Christmas and then the Yummy. And what's great about this little sentiment is it's connected. So, and the words fit exactly in the middle of it. So, and here I was deciding I wanted something else to go on the inside. And I decided on these little candies. I think that's a gumdrop and then a peppermint. So I'm going to stamp these in Memento Tuxedo Black. Any black that is Copic friendly will do. So I'm going to go ahead and color those 2 little, or your blends, alcohol ink friendly. I'm going to actually color those 2 little candies with my Copics. So here I'm using that Spun Sugar Distressed Oxide ink to stamp. That's a great thing about the oxides rather than the regular distress inks. The oxides are more opaque. They're more like a pigment ink. So they work really well for stamping, whereas distress inks don't stamp very well. So like I said, just easy blends. I'm gonna adhere this to the inside with some snail, but first I had to add a little glitter. You're gonna see me add shimmer to almost every card. It's Christmas, right? Every card's gonna either have shimmer or it's gonna have this Nouveau pen or the Spectrum Noir pen or Wink and Stella or something. So here I'm using this. I really wanted purple glitter paper and I didn't have like a good color match. So I'm using this shimmer pen and then I'm gonna like get it going again and then look at that. It's so pretty. This card is so beautiful in real life. I absolutely love it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, I'm gonna have more shaker cards for you this week and make sure you check out that sale. All links are down below. I'll see you Wednesday for another card. Bye for now.